first time this year on Hackers High School Football Tour, we're in Clay County to showcase a program that not only does it right in the classroom, but they do it right on the football gridiron. Fleming Island, celebrating their 20th year as a football program. And here we are at Randy Warren Stadium, named after the athletic director who started Fleming Island. This is Fleming Island football. Let's go. Our tour of Fleming Island High School football continues out here at the football stadium, and we have the head man, Damian Springs of Fleming Island. Coach, how we doing?
Good, how you doing?
Coach, we are wonderful. Thank you for having us out, and boy, good football team this year. Oh, that's not something that you're not unfamiliar with. Ever since you've been the head coach, Fleming Island, one of the more successful public school programs in Northeast Florida. What's been the key for your success here over the past 8 years?
Just hard work. I mean, we have a good off season over the summer, good weight room. We work out throughout the year. And then this year we had some good talent that's been here for 4 years, and they're ready to go.
Senior laden football team this year, a lot of guys that have won a lot of games. With that comes expectations. So far this year, you've met those expectations.
Yes, we have more. We have goals. I mean, we want to win the district. We got goals to try to be undefeated. We got goals to play in the state championship. So we still have goals that we try to reach every week.
Clay County is a really good county for football. And, I mean, look, you got a big game this week coming up against Oakleaf. But by and large, the last few years, you guys have kind of been the team in Clay County. What do you attribute that success to?
That's a great success. I mean, because it goes back to like the middle schools. We don't have our own middle school. So coming out of middle school, I mean, if there's an academy that your school have and a kid want to come to your school, he's more likely can do it. So that's really just make sure that we're the best team in the county and we present our school well, that kids want to come here.
You've had some really good players out here at Fleming Island. You got another really good one this year in Sam Singleton, the running back, committed to Florida State. For Seminole fans watching, for high school football fans watching, what kind of guy is Sam? What kind of player is Sam?
Sam was a great guy. I mean, Sam was a very quiet guy. You would never know that he was that dynamic and explosive by just hanging around and then talking to him. He's a yes sir, no sir guy. A great team player. I mean, I've never seen him get mad. He's always congratulating his team. He's like a son. You want a son like Sam.
The campus is beautiful. The stadium's beautiful. Talk about some of the traditions out here, Coach, that you guys have at Fleming Island High School.
We got great tradition. The fans is great. I mean, the community comes out and support us, whatever we need. The churches, Hibernia Church is a big sponsor for us that come out, feed us, and mentor our kids. And the tradition of the school, it lives on. I mean, we pride ourselves to try to get our kids in school. We break our backs to reach out to these coaches and work hard for them because they work hard for us on the field.
You were telling us about a great tradition that you guys have, 78 strong.
Yes.
There in the weight room. Talk about that a little bit.
78 strong. Ben Johnson is a kid that was on our team as a sophomore. And he had an aneurysm. It happened in the weight room. So it's over our weight room door. So we every time we go in there, we try to work out for Ben, and we try to be 78 strong every time we step on the field.
Oh, man, that's unbelievable. And then you were talking about the wall out here at Fleming Island.
Yes, we have a wall of honor. Every kid that came through here that went to college, we have their names on there. When I took over as head coach, there was nothing for the kids to see that we had guys that came through that was actually in college. So we put that wall up, and they love it. They love it. They want to be on that wall. I mean, we have over 100 and some kids that play college balls through here.
Final question for you, Coach. I know talking to you over the years on the Friday Night Lights postgame, you like the lack of attention that Fleming Island gets, the under the radar. You win enough games, that's not going to be the case anymore. Thus, we are out here right now. You're no longer under the radar. I mean, as I said, you are one of the more successful public school programs in the area. Do you like the fact that more people are beginning to notice what Fleming Island's doing?
Yes, I love the fact that they notice what we're doing, but we still like to fly on the radar. You know, I don't like the attention to be on us. It's definitely not on me because it's a team game. You know, I can't do it without my assistant coaches, my coordinators, and I can't do it without these players. So we'll fly on the radar, let everybody underestimate us and unprepare for us, and we'll do what we do.
Coach, Coach, talking to head coach Damian Springs, one of the first things that he said is, I want you to talk to my coordinators. I want you to talk to Coach Anderson. I want you to talk about the offense with him. Having a head coach that gives you the credit before he really takes any of it. I mean, he brought you up before he even really talked about himself. That's got to make you feel pretty good.
Oh yeah. I talked to Coach Springs. I even told Coach Springs even a couple years ago, man. I told him, I was like, your record's very impressive. And the first thing he did was kind of shot it down and put everything in the program and kind of what he's building up and what he got going. So yeah, he's a pretty humble guy, man, and he kind of keeps us level down and humble as well.
Sam Singleton, the running back, committed to Florida State. People have seen a lot of tape on him, maybe not necessarily seen him play. What kind of running back is he? What makes him the player that he is?
Well, he's obviously very fast, and we call him Sweet Feet. That's kind of his name, and if you watch him on the field, you'll see why. He has very quick feet, and I also think he runs a lot harder and stronger than he looks. I think people don't really realize that until they go against him. Good example in these games. They played us very well. And Sam kept pushing the whole game long. He didn't slow down, kept fighting for yards, and he helped get us the dub. He contributed very well to that game. So
he's one of many seniors on this football team. Guys, got a lot of players that have played a lot of games and won a lot of games in Fleming Island uniforms. Look, you're undefeated right now. You got a big one Friday night coming up against Oakleaf, some Clay County bragging rights on the line. I believe that's a district matchup as well. So, from a standpoint of expectations, with so many guys that have played so much football, a lot is expected of this team. Do you welcome those expectations?
Yes, I think we do. And I also tell them we got a lot to prove, even myself. And I think they pick up on that very well, because we lost quite a bit even in the last couple of years, but the one thing we didn't lose is talent in the kids. They stay here and they stay strong, and I think we just tell them that the expectations can be very high, even on a game-to-game basis. So hopefully we getting that out of them, and we just keep getting better and better as the season goes on.
We got 1 day left to prepare. Today was a little better than yesterday, but today was definitely not an A+ championship practice.
We're lucky to have kids where you have the family support. We're lucky to have a great principal and athletic director that support our sports, and they get it. They really embrace the importance of sports, and we're lucky enough to have student athletes. And if you have great students, they show up all the time. They work hard. They're smart, so they understand when we coach them up. So we're just blessed to have great kids and great administration and a great head coach that gets it and understands the importance of sports.
Speaking of head coach Damian Springs, I was telling Anton Anderson, the offensive coordinator, about this, and Coach Springs said the same thing about you. And we said, can we talk to you about Fleming Island? He said, yes, but I want you to talk to my two coordinators as well, because they're the reason we are who we are. He always gives you credit and Coach Anderson credit really before he takes any credit. I guess that's the kind of guy Damian Springs is.
Yeah, everybody should be that way. We should give the kids credit. Hopefully the head coach gives the assistants credit. We give the administration credit and the parents credit. And that's the thing is, when you're on a successful team, nobody wants the credit. They want to give the credit to make everybody else feel appreciated and good about themselves. And not only that, they'll also be willing to accept the blame.
Clay County is a good county for football, and there's no doubt you guys have kind of been the benchmark here in Clay County the last couple of years. You got a big one coming up on Friday night against Oakleaf, that unbelievable district you guys are in as district play begins. But it's got to feel like kind of a badge of honor, if you will. When people think of Clay County football, they probably think of Fleming Island first.
Well, we want to be humble. We don't want to get too big ahead. So we're off to a good start. Last year we were only 6-4 and didn't have a acceptable season by our standards. So just trying to stay humble and just focus on just the present moment. What can we do right now to get better? And we're not even thinking about Friday yet. We're just thinking about our Wednesday practice and just what we can do right now to prepare ourselves the best. And just we gotta if anything, I think you balance the scale. If you're winning games, you want to humble yourself. And if you're losing games, that's when you're really to get, pick the kids up and hype them up.
You've played 3 good teams to this point in Clay, Tallahassee, Rickards. You saw Marcus Stokes last week at Nice. Yeah. And as a defensive coordinator, you guys are undefeated. You guys are playing very good on the defensive side of the ball. What's been working so well for you this season?
We got to keep it simple. It's not what I know or the assistant coaches know. It's what those kids know. And sometimes I think coaches, they try to confuse the other team so much they confuse their own kids. Our kids are good, and I've told them all year, they will not score on us. We're going to give up points because we screw something up. And they truly believe that. Like I tell them all the time, you're fast, you're great athletes. It's up to me to teach you guys to know what to do because you truly are that good, whereas as long as we don't screw it up, the other team ain't going to score on us. it's really difficult to drive the ball if you play a disciplined defense. And if they do, we'll tip our hat to them and have them try it again. But in high school football, if they have one holding penalty or one drop ball, or maybe the kid's wide open and the quarterback misses them, or anything, one sack, I mean, the drive's over. So we just try to, I don't want to say that we're a passive defense, but that whole bend but don't break mentality, I do believe in that, while being also obviously an aggressive attacking defense. I'm kind of, we don't get a big play.
Our tour at Fleming Island High School continues. Future Florida State Seminole right here, current Fleming Island running back Sam Singleton. Sam, how we doing?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Hey, appreciate you having us out here, man. What a campus, what an environment. The beautiful stadium back here.
Yep.
You guys got a nice practice field. Your time here at Fleming Island coming to an end. Your senior year, you're committed to Florida State. What are some of your best memories out here at Fleming Island High School?
My best memories, probably the brotherhood, hanging out with my boys, and just getting to know all the people that came through, teammates, family, friends, and just being a part of Fleming Island.
8th year for Coach Springs out here at Fleming Island, one of the more successful high school coaches in the area. What kind of coach is Coach Springs? What do you like about him?
I love that he pushes his players, and just not for football, it's all about being a man outside of football too, and everything after football, and that's what I like with coaches. You like that?
A lot of Seminole fans are going to be watching this. You are committed to Mike Norvell and the
sir.
Florida State Seminoles. You got a smile on your face when I bring that up. What was it, Sam, about Florida State? Why'd you make that decision?
Well, it was first, I seen the push that he had. He reminded me kind of Coach Springs. He was trying to change the program and, make the nose good again. So, that's what I saw in him and the staff.
Final moments here, back to Fleming Island. Undefeated, big game this week in Clay County against Oakleaf. You guys could do some things this year. You got a lot of seniors on this team, a lot of guys that have played a lot of football. I would imagine expectations are pretty high for you the remainder of this season.
Most definitely, we have everybody back from last year, so it's a really improvement. Everybody's back, so everybody's knowing what they're doing, just getting in that weight room, and they still have the knowledge, so it'd be easier for us this year.
Can we get a little tomahawk chop from you here?
Yes, sir. You already know.
There you go. Florida State, Sam Singleton on his way to FSU, although he's got a lot of unfinished business his senior year out at Fleming Island High School. Thank you to Fleming Island High School and head coach Damian Springs for their unbelievable hospitality here on Hackers High School Football Tour, brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Next week, we're heading back to Duval County as Hackers High School Football Tour rolls on. Let's go.